Okay, so I'm setting up kind of just a quick impromptu video guide on setting up the movement system for our isometric movement controls for the MiddleIsle project. I just got the new repository open, and I'm basically going to recreate everything that I did in this scene for movement with WASD or with the arrow keys. And talk a little bit about the different methods that we tried to use and how we landed on this one. So first of all, I installed the input system from the package manager. This is a different input system than Unity's normal input system. It's a little bit more customizable later down the line. It's a little bit more modular. But the important thing is that it works with the current script that we've got that I pulled from Michael Davis's Medium Medium page that I will also link in the description of this video and on the Discord. That he's where I got almost all the script and a good deal of the methods that I'm going to be using. So I installed the input system, and now I can go to my cube. I just made this, so it's got the box collider. I'm going to remove that. Mesh render, cube, transform, yeah, all that. First of all, I'm going to add a character controller. Always need one of those. Not going to do anything with it right now. And then I'm going to add player input. This is a new thing with the new input system. So, player input. First thing I'm going to do is hit this button here, create actions, which is going to prompt me to pull up this this window that's going to make an input actions file. I'm just going to go over here and make sure that it's the same as the other one because I don't want to have to change the script. So yeah, input actions file, I called it isomover. So I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'm going to call back to that project a lot because I don't have everything 100% memorized. Right? With caps. Got it. Yeah. And this video is also partially for my benefit to memorize exactly where I'm going to put that. And then I'm going to stick it right in assets for now. Save that. Getting serialized errors, it's fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to isomover, and I'm going to hit generate C# class. I'm going to make the asset isomover.cs. I'll call it isomover. And I'm going to hit apply. And it generated that C# script for me right there. So now, once I'm done with that, I can actually double-click here, and I'm gonna look at my input actions. And basically, first of all, I'm gonna delete everything I don't need. So I'm gonna get rid of all of this. I can actually add some of this back later, like for when we're adding mouse controls. We're also not going to worry about gamepad stuff right now. We're just going to worry about WASD, arrow keys, all of this. And one thing that the Medium post didn't go over that I needed to do is change this to a vector 3. Because we're moving in 3 dimensions, and it has to do with how we're going to translate regular arrow keys in a vector 2 to a vector 3 that's going to move us along isometric paths. And you've got to hit save asset in this little window. You can hit autosave, but I find that that really slows it down, so I'm not going to do that. And then you can close out of that. Oh, actually, did I need to... I think I needed to create the class before I did that. So I'm actually just going to delete that. And then look at it again in the inspector. Yeah, save. And I think I can hit apply again. Well, let's actually change this. Change this then. Hit apply again. Hopefully that won't cause any trouble down the line. I will have to change some of the script then. So that sucks. And I'm just going to call back to this. Yeah, we've got all of that going on. Yeah, and then so after that, I'm going to go to my player input under here, and I'm going to go to the, let's see, I already created actions. Oh yes, you need to actually go into project settings also. Gotta go to project settings, and then I'm going to go to the input manager or input system package, and I'm going to create settings asset. That's going to make that thing right there. That's fine. That's all we needed to do there. And then I'm going to go back to the inspector. I can actually move my ISO mover into the input action asset. Little box right there. We're going to change this to keyboard and mouse. It's going to be on the player. And down here in behavior, we'll say invoke Unity elements. And then we get events. And under player, we get move. And that's all we get because we deleted everything else. So now it's time for me to grab the script. This is go to the results script. I'm actually just going to what is mine called? Mine's called player move. His is called player movement. Let's open that up, make sure there's no conflicts. I'm gonna keep that around just in case. Yeah, he's got stuff like movement speed, speed multiplier, blah blah blah. Yeah, we won't have to worry about that. And I'm going to import new asset, and I'm going to import from the integration test assets, and I'm going to grab the player move script, put it right in there. We can open this up. And this is the code. This is all there is to it. It's super compact. Michael Davis from Medium is a genius. So basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this to ISO move. And I believe that's all I needed to do. Yeah, I'm going to save that and minimize that. And then we can grab that script and put it on the player. Got player move right there. We put the character controller there. And under the player input, we're going to add the player, which I'm going to actually rename. I'll call it player. We're going to put the player right. Yeah. I'm going to put the player right here. And then we're going to say player move on move, which we called right here. And that's this input action.callbackContext.context is right here. And then I'm trying to remember if I actually needed to do anything else, or if that is it. We've got, oh, I should set the speed. I'm going to set the speed to 4. Speed is a public float that's in the player move. I believe that's all. And then we should be able to play. There we go. Well, and we need to set the camera angle. So I'm gonna grab our main camera, and I'm going to set it to ortho. I'm gonna set the transforms on 30, 45, and then we might as well import our player follow script for the camera, which means I believe. Oh, am I even allowed to? I don't think in the HDRP default scene route I'm allowed to, or I should put the player follow in there, and I don't know if I can actually. Yeah, I can't actually move it, so copy, delete, open prefab. Yeah. Copy, delete. Paste that there. Got the same main camera. It's still on. Oh, now it's on perspective again. We're gonna say ortho. We're gonna say -100. We're gonna say 30. We're gonna say 45. We're gonna say 0. It's gonna be right on the cube because it's -100. It's got that. But then also I am going to want to add our player follow. Set this to -10, +10, -10, and put our player right in there. And then, when we play, I'm moving up. Oh, that's sideways. Right? Hang on. Where's the camera angled at? Camera's angled right here. Moving up. Oh, yeah. Moving up. Moving left. Moving right. Moving down. Yeah, there we go. And I'm moving northwest, southwest, northwest, southeast, southwest, northeast. We got the movement working pretty much perfectly. This, unlike the previous script, always moves at a regular speed. If I play it again right here. Always moves at a regular speed. You can see when we're going diagonally, we don't go twice as fast. And the camera follows. There's a little bit of snapping when it comes to the rotation. That you can see that. Yeah, that we're gonna have to work out. But other than that, it works. And I'm gonna pull that code up again. Basically, if I understand Michael's code correctly, moving, right? So on the move from the input action, it takes a vector 3. No, it takes a vector 2 and it transforms it into a vector 3 up here. And then also uses this matrix to rotate it by 45 degrees. So that you're not like moving northwest when you should be moving north. And then on update, it moves the cube direction speed times time dot tilde time. And this little bit I had to add to get the rotation, just based on what direction we're going. And the other thing, the one thing that he did not mention that is crucial is you need to say using UnityEngine.InputSystem. You need to add that at the top so that it actually knows where to get that onMove input action callback context. So that is pretty much it. I hope I explained everything well. This is mostly a video log trying to record exactly how we implement all of this. I'm not a programmer, but hopefully we can be able to call back to this whenever we need to study exactly how the movement got done. And we can call back to how we're generally doing the inputs when it comes time to add more stuff here so that we can do things like interactions. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back really soon.